on this episode, I'm just gonna be talking to you, going through some of the audiences. So we're gonna really just go through like defining what the audience is for your brand, basically, and creating like a user profile for it. So just tell me more about the audience that you have in mind for it, and then we'll go into details about it.
So, okay. So the audience I have in mind, I'll start from the top in terms of the highest profiles. First and foremost, I want it to be, obviously I want my brand to be exclusive, so I want the top footballers, the important people within the industry, within sport. So the chairmen of the sport, the physiotherapists, the coaches, managers, all these kind of people. Those are the people I'm looking to attract, and in terms of being able to produce content for the brand. Then going down the order, we look at clubs, maybe non-league clubs, semi-professional clubs, looking to get them to help their brand as well, help them gain exposure, and also produce content for the sake of the club, the players. And then lastly, going down to local communities, local tournaments, I'd say that as well, help gain traction for me and for them as well. So I'd say there's kind of three stages or three types of people I want to get.
Okay, what would be your ideal one out of those three?
Ideal one, the first one, the elite. What can I call it? I'll say the top people, the managers, the players, especially because. Again, I want my brand to be exclusive, so I feel getting those kind of people will a company that will help be able to say that my brand is exclusive and the content that I produce is exclusive. So, yeah.
So we want to just define the audience. So just give it like we'll create a user profile. So just
Okay.
giving them a name, age. So we're going to want to look at it as a person. So if your target customer was a person, which will obviously be a person, what would they be like? So yeah, you want to tell me just a bit about that?
I'll give a name of star player for now, but this ideal person would be, let's say, for example, a football player in the peak of their career. They are, on the peak of their career, and everything's on them, the attention's on them. They are a big player now, and I feel that's the kind of person I'd want to attract. Matching that, I would say someone that's had loads of experience at a top position at a club, let's say an owner even. I'd say an owner who has obviously control over the club, and basically everything revolves around them because they're paying the players and so on and so forth. So I'd say star player and the owner would be the two things I would have in my user profile. So both being big, important people within the industry.
Let's define them. So let's give them a name. What name would this person be? Actually, let's first define: is it going to be a male or a female?
It could be any. I'd say in this case a male.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say a male in this case.
Cool. What name do you want to give them?
What name can I give them? Let's go with Ronaldo.
I mean, you could have picked Messi. Okay, Ronaldo. There's gonna be people. There's gonna be people saying, "Why not Messi?"
I'll pick Ronaldo this time. I respect Messi, but I'll pick Ronaldo.
Okay. Sorry, Messi fans, but yeah, it's Ronaldo. What would the age group be? The age, I mean, we could bracket it maybe like, just say for example, like 30 to 32, or you can give a specific one.
I would say, can it be larger than that?
Okay.
I'll say it'd be larger than that. I'll say maybe from 21 to about... Is this in terms of audience?
No. So this is the person you've created.
In terms of the person.
So how would Ronaldo be?
Okay. I'd say from 25 to 35. I'd say
Ooh, that's a big jump.
big jump.
Yeah, can we narrow it down?
Okay, I'll say 27 to 30. I'll say.
27 to 30. Okay. All right, yeah. Let's meet in the middle. 28.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Let's say 28.
Okay.
What's their location? Where would they be based?
Um, Location. I'll say London.
Hold on. So bear in mind, this is your ideal client, yeah? Your ideal audience.
Okay.
So the big
Okay.
one that you wanted. So this is the person you're gonna be talking to.
Okay.
So what was the location, sorry, you said?
London.
London. Are we talking south, north, east,
Central.
central? Is that where they live or they work?
Where they live.
Live in central, yeah?
Yeah, big place, innit? Big star. Got be in, yeah. Got everyone loves London.
Okay. What would you say their relationship status is? Single, married,
Yeah. I'd say married.
married. Okay. What's their occupation? The job. What do they do?
In this case, I'll say football player first and foremost, but other stuff around it. But I'll say football player firstly.
So Ronaldo, the football player, yeah. We're not talking about the actual Ronaldo, yeah, but
Yeah, there are people to bear that in mind. I know he's not married, but yeah.
okay. So this Ronaldo is a football player. Is he in the big leagues or is he in the smaller leagues, working his way up?
In this case, he's in the big leagues.
Big leagues. Okay, so he's in the big league. So, for example, like Premier League, La Liga. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What would his salary be?
Ooh, big question. Salary. I'm thinking, with how ridiculous football is now, I'm gonna say like 500k a week.
500k a week. Imagine seeing that money. Wow.
I know.
Wow.
A week. I'm just.
That is. Imagine what you could do with a 500k, man.
So I'll be investing. That's what I'll be doing.
Investing. That's what I like to hear. I was gonna say Lambo, you know, but then okay, I went off track. Okay, 500k, nice. A week, yeah,
Yeah.
nice. What would his lifestyle be outside of football? Do you think?
Outside of football, making time for family. Because in this case, if he's a football player in the big leagues, within football, he's doing a lot. So when he's not doing that, I'd say spend time with family, holidays, and yeah, just making time for being having the chance to be a normal person, I guess, outside of football. So I'd say family orientated things.
So not partying, no.
No,
Okay,
can do, but I mean, yeah, ideally, top athlete in this case, I would say family time, just, yeah, mainly that.
family holidays.
Yeah.
Okay, lifestyle. What would he be doing? Yeah, go.
Also planning for the future as well. I think that as well. So as well outside of football, like tapping into different things, like almost becoming a businessman as you're coming towards the end of your career. So preparing for that, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Planning for the future. What would he be doing in his spare time, like during the weekend?
Um,
I mean,
Again, I'd
obviously he'll be
say,
playing football during the weekend. I mean, let me rephrase
yeah.
that. What would he be doing like in his spare time when he's not playing football?
It could be watching TV, it could be reading books. Again, spending time with family. Um,
Would you find him anywhere else?
Maybe at events. Anything linked to his career. Let's say brands wise, if he's with a company, Nike, Adidas, whoever it may be, could be a brand event. It could be game event, FIFA, PES. Um, yeah, I'd say like different sorts of events as well. Also, clothing brands that are not sport related. You might have connections to. So yeah, I'd say mainly just events.
What would you say his interests and hobbies are outside of football?
Um, Interesting hobbies. I'd say interest in like his culture, whatever that may be, but interest in that. Um, um, Again, you may like reading, you may like watching TV, you may like to exercise still outside of football. Um, yeah, just like not always working, but just always doing something in a sense. Always willing to learn.
Okay, would you say he does anything else to help his career? So if he's doing like a hobby, do you think that would
Hmm.
be something that he uses to help his career go further, or it would be just for fun?
Yeah, both. I would say more. That's a good question. I would say more to further his career, but also for fun as well. So things like reading, obviously, is gaining knowledge and stuff. But at the same time, it could be something he enjoys. Um, you could be analyzing matches and stuff like that. He may want to become a coach or whatnot, so he could be analyzing things, and yeah, just like setting things up for the future. I'd say.
Okay, in terms of social media, because I know you want to do videos and interviews, so
Mhm.
you want to do something to get his attention. So in terms of
Mhm.
social media, what what
Mhm.
does that look like for him? Is he on it a lot of the time or not? And what how does that look like?
Um, he's on it a lot in this case because of the status that he has. So I would say, yeah, he should be someone that's like everywhere in a sense because of like his status, because of in this case him being a footballer in the big leagues. I feel like he should be everywhere. So in terms of going back to my brand, that would help me anyway.
So he's very active on social media.
Yeah.
Um, what platforms would you say he's mostly on?
Um, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, I'd say Instagram, Twitter, them two.
Instagram and Twitter. Okay, great. I think I've got most of the things.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna go through it. Just let me know if I've got
Okay.
anything wrong.
Okay.
So obviously the name is Ronaldo. He's age
Mhm.
28. He lives in central London. He's
Mhm.
married. He's a footballer. Plays in the big leagues. He's got
Mhm.
his salary is 500k a week.
Mhm.
Um, what he does outside of football, mostly family, spends time with family, goes on holidays, planning for the future. You'd find him in events, so football,
Mhm.
gaming. His hobby interests could include culture and
Mhm.
reading, and doing hobbies that would further his career as well. He's
Mhm.
very active on social media, mostly on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah,
Correct?
that's all good. Yeah.
Cool. The reason why I tend to do this is because I feel like it helps me not just with the logo, but as in the whole branding aspect of it. And especially when it comes to when you start doing marketing for the Process 365, you want to create branding materials and design materials complementing towards these what you've told me
Okay.
about Ronaldo. So you want to cater towards Ronaldo. So you want to create
Okay.
things that he's going to be mostly interested in, that would
Okay.
get his attention, because at the end of the day, you want him as a client, an ideal client. You want to be
Yeah.
interviewing that type of players. So you want to be keeping that in mind, where everything I'm putting out there on social media,
Mhm.
and everything else, is it gonna get my target audience's attention? If they
Yeah.
see this and read this, would they get in touch with me? Or even if I
Okay, I
do,
get you.
yeah, or even if I do get in touch with them, um,
Mhm.
would they, not reply, or would they reply because they've seen my content, they've seen what I've been doing?
Okay. Yeah.
So it's good to break it down,
Yeah.
with whatever target audience you have, to just narrow
Mhm.
it down and target them as your ideal client. So maybe you'd want to do it for the other two as well. I know you said you have three.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to just focus on the ideal one, because
Okay.
whatever you're going to be
That's
designing, that will be your
yeah.
main,
That would be the kind of end goal, if you like, or what you're trying to get to.
yeah.